Welcome friends. Now we are going to discuss important multiple choice questions on interest and annuity. Friends, this video is going to be very interesting because I have framed questions in such a manner that your concepts of simple interest, compound interest and annuity will be very much clear at the end of this video. So stay tuned. Let us start with first question and it says the amount charged by lender as charges from borrower is called and options are commission, fees, interest and brokerage. See friends, the amount charged by lender as charges from borrower is called interest. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and it says interest is the cost of dash money and options are spending, borrowing, earning and giving. So interest is the cost of borrowing money basically. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and next question says is a return earned by investor on fixed deposits with banks and options are dividend, interest, brokerage, commissions. See friends, dash is a return earned by investor on fixed deposit with banks, so it is a interest. We know that dividend is earned when we invest our money in shares, so return on shares is dividend and return on fixed deposits and debentures is interest. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and it says the rate of interest is typically expressed in, and here options are ratio, proportion, percentage and fractions. See friends, we know that rate of interest is typically or generally expressed in percentage. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and next question says the rate of interest on loans and deposits is generally expressed on dash basis. And here options are monthly, quarterly, annually and half yearly. See friends, the rate of interest on loans and deposits is generally expressed on annual basis. So we are familiar that when rate of interest is expressed generally, the word PA, that is per annum, is mentioned, that 7% per annum, 8% per annum. So it is basically expressed on annual basis. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and next question asks us which of the following is the ways or types of charging interest. So here options are simple interest, compound interest, both and none of these. See friends, question asks us about the ways or types of charging interest. So we know that simple interest and compound interest, these are the two ways of charging interest. So here option C, that is both option A and B are correct, right? So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and it says dash interest is beneficial for borrower and options are simple interest, compound interest, additional interest and high interest. So which interest is beneficial for borrower? See, when person borrows money, he want to pay minimum amount of interest, right? And it is possible with simple interest only, right? Simple interest, the interest is charged on principal amount, but in compound interest, interest is charged on principal plus accumulated interest amount, right? So the amount get compounded. So for borrower, the simple interest is beneficial. So here option A is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and next question says interest is based on the principal amount and the interest that accumulates on it in every year. So here in previous question we have discussed about that. The question asks us about the interest which is based on principal amount and accumulated interest, right? So we know that it is basically compound interest. So here option B is the right answer. Compound interest is charged on the principal amount plus accumulated interest, right? So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question and next question says for the first year or term, the amount of simple interest and compound interest are dash if the rate of interest is same, and options are high, equal, less, inverse. See friends, for the first year or first term, the amount of simple interest and compound interest are always equal, Because see, for the first term, the compound interest is not added in the principal amount. It is added from the second term basically, right? So for the first year or for the first term, amount of simple interest and compound interest are equal. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends, and it says interest is calculated on the principal amount of loan or deposit for every term. It is called, when question says when interest is calculated on the principal amount of loan or deposit for every term, it means the interest is always calculated on the principal amount. So it is nothing but, see, let us see what are the options. First is fixed interest, second compound interest, principal interest, and the simple interest, right? So you must have guessed here it is simple interest. So here option D is the right answer, right? When interest is calculated on the principal amount, it is simple interest, and when interest is calculated on principal amount plus interest, it is compound interest, right? Now I hope that the both the concept, that is simple interest and compound interest, are clear here. Let us move on the next question, friends. And question asks us which of the following formula can be used to calculate simple interest. So this question asks us about the formula of simple interest. See, first option says principal multiplied by interest rate multiplied by term. Second option says P multiplied by N multiplied by R divided by 100. Basically, P and R divided by 100. Second is P multiplied by I multiplied by N. See friends, P stands for generally principal amount, N stands for term, number of years, that is number of periods, N, and R is for rate of interest, right? So we are familiar with this option C, and here formula given, that is PNR divided by 100. This is the formula of simple interest. But along with this, we can calculate the amount of simple interest with option A also, or formula which is given in the option A also. This option says principal multiplied by interest rate into term. So basically in first option, we have to multiply principal by interest rate and by term. But here we mention the interest rate in percentage term, and we know that base of percentage is 100. So basically option A, when simplified, it becomes PNR divided by 100. It gives same answer. And option C is nothing but the abbreviation of first, that is principal, interest rate, and N form term, N for term, right? So friends, basically here we can use all these three formulas to calculate simple interest. Here, as I said, that you are familiar with this formula, second formula, option B, PNR divided by 100, but along with this we can use other two formulas as well. So here option D is the right answer, that is all of this. Let us move on the next question, and it asks us, or it says the sum borrowed is called, and options are amount, term, principal, all of these. See friends, whatever sum borrowed, it is always called as principal amount, right? In mathematics, or in this particularly in the topic related to interest, right? Sum borrowed is called principals. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends, and it says the total sum repaid by the borrower along with interest is called, the total sum repaid by the borrower. Total sum repaid by the borrower. Total sum means principal plus interest, it is called. And here options are amount, principal, total interest, term. So we discussed that principal is nothing but the amount borrowed, and when we add interest in it, it becomes amount basically. So here option A is the right answer, friends, right? Let us move on the next question, and next question says the simple interest on rupees 1000 for 2 years at 6% per annum is. So here we have to calculate the amount of simple interest, and as we have already discussed about the formula of simple interest, so here you can calculate the amount of simple interest easily. See, here principal is 1000 rupees, N, that is 2 years, term is 2 years, and R, it is 6% per annum. Here you can use the formula, or simply you can calculate the amount of simple interest. Before calculating the amount of simple interest, let us see the options. Options are rupees 12, rupees 100, rupees 120, and rupees 1200. See, the simple interest is here on 1006% per annum. So on 1006% is basically 60 rupees, right? For 1 year, uh, 6% on 1000. For first year, 60 rupees will be the simple interest, and we know that the simple interest remains the same because we charge or we calculate the simple interest on the principal amount, and here principal amount is 1000 rupees. So here for first year simple interest is 60 rupees, and for second years it will remain the same 60. So 60 plus 60 rupees 120. So here option C is the right answer, right? The simple interest on rupees 1000 for 2 years at 6% per annum is rupees 120. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says, what will be the simple interest for 5 years on rupees 10,000 at 8% per annum? Here also, friends, you can calculate the simple interest uh, by calculating the simple interest for 1 years, or you can use the formula. See, here we can calculate it as PNR divided by 100, or we can calculate 8% on 10,000. So 8% on 10,000 will be 800 rupees, and 800 multiplied by 5, so it will be 4,000. Here option D is the right answer for this. Here I have given explanation of this, that how to solve this. So here simple interest, formula of simple interest is PNR divided by 100. So here principal amount is 10,000, rate of interest is 5%, and n, that is term, is 8. So PNR divided by hundreds, it will be 4,000 rupees, right? Or simply here you can calculate the simple interest orally. As I said that 8% on 10,000 for 1 year, it is 800 rupees basically, right? 10,000 multiplied by 8 divided by 100, it will be 800 rupees simple interest for 1 year, and for 5 years it will be 800 multiplied by 5, that 8 5s are 4 40. So here 4,000. So here option D is the right answer. See, friends, you, if your concept of simple interest is clear, and if you know the formula, then you can calculate simple interest very easily, right? Now let us move on the next question. And next question asks us, what will be the amount on rupees 10,000 for 5 years at 8% per annum? See, friends, here question says what will be the amount. The question is not asking us about the interest, it is asking us about the amount. And we know that amount means principal amount plus interest, right? In this topic, amount is equal to principal amount plus interest, right? Here I have taken the same example which was in the previous question, that 10,000 is principal and 8% per annum is the interest, and it is for 5 years. So here you can calculate orally the amount of simple interest, that is what will be the amount on rupees 10,000 for 5 years at 8% per annum, and here the rate of interest rate is simple interest. So here we can calculate, we know that it is basically 4,000 rupees, and amount is nothing but principal plus interest, that is 10,000 plus 4,000. So here option D is the right answer. Here also, friends, I have given the explanation of this. So here the amount of simple interest is 4,000, and formula for amount, or amount is nothing but it is addition of principal amount and interest. Okay, amount is equal to principal plus simple interest. So here principal amount is 10,000 in this question, and interest is 4,000 for 5 years. So here amount is 14,000 rupees, right? So here for question number 16, option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says, compound interest is beneficial for borrowing money. So basically this is the statement, and we have to state whether this statement is true or false. So compound interest is beneficial for borrowing money, the statement say. So we have already discussed that simple interest is beneficial for borrowing money, compound interest is not, because the amount of interest will be more. if interest is calculated on compounded basis, right? So basically this statement is false. So here option B is the right answer. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question or next statement is also related to true or false. We have to state whether the statement is true or false. And the statement is the amount of interest depends on the rate of interest and time period. See, friends, the sentence or statement says the amount of interest. It means whatever amount of interest, it depends on the rate of interest, right? The amount of interest depends on rate of interest and time period, right? More the time, amount of interest will be more, and if the rate of interest is high, again the amount of interest will be high. So basically amount of interest depends on rate of interest and time period. So this statement is true. So here option A is the right answer, or this statement is true. Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says compound interest is equal to dash minus principal. So basically the we have to complete the formula of compound interest. And friends, the formula of compound interest is very simple. It is compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So we have discussed that amount means principal amount plus interest, and for compound interest we have to use this formula. Compound interest is equal to amount minus principal. So here option B is the right answer, right? Let us move on the next question. Before moving ahead, I have given the explanation or the formula of compound interest in abbreviated words, that is CI is equal to A minus P. A is nothing but it is amount and P means principal, right? Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says, which of the following formula is used to calculate compound interest? So here the question is on the formula of compound interest. And formula is A is equal to P in bracket 1 minus R divided by 100 raised to N. Second formula is amount is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to n. Then third is option C is A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus P divided by 100 raised to n. See, friends, here if you know the formula, so you must observe that option B, that is A is equal to P into bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to n. This is the formula, right? First, here the sign is minus, so this is not the formula. And in third option, the word PP both at the both places principal has taken, so this is and at the fourth option at both places R has taken, so those formulas are wrong. So here option B, that is second option gives us the right formula of compound interest. It is P in bracket 1 plus R divided by 100 raised to n. Here P stands for principal, R stands for rate of interest, and n for number of years, that is time period, right? Let us move on the next question, friends. And next question says, what will be the compound interest for 2 years on rupees 10,000 at 10% per annum? So here I have taken the simple example so that you can calculate the amount of compound interest also uh, with nominal calculations. So we know that in compound interest for second term or for second year, interest is added in the principal, but for first year the amount of interest is same. So here the principal amount is 10% and the rate of interest is principal amount is 10,000 and the rate of interest is 10%. So 10% of 1000 10,000 is basically 1,000. It means for first year amount of interest is 1,000, and for next year or for next period what will happen, 10,000 plus interest, that is 10,000 plus 11,000, and we have to calculate the interest on 11,000 for next period, right? So basically for next period amount of interest will be 1100, right? For first year amount of interest is 10,000 and for second year it is 1100. So here you can easily give the answer now, that regarding amount of compound interest, right? So here amount of compound interest will be 2100. That is for first year amount of interest is 1000, and for second year it is 1100. So 1000 plus 1000 1000 plus 1100, it is 2100. So here option C is the right answer, right? I hope you are getting how to calculate the interest. Otherwise you can simply use the formula of compound interest to calculate the compound interest, right? But formula gives us amount, and we have to subtract interest from the amount to get the principal, to get the compound interest. We have to subtract principal from amount. We have discussed about that formula, right? Now let us move on the next question, and next question says a series of payments made at equal intervals is called, and options are annuity, interest, principal, amount. See friends, a series of payments made at equal interval is called annuity basically. So here option A is the right answer. It is annuity. Annuity is like EMI. Basically it is a series of payment which is made at the equal interval. So here option E is the right answer. Let us move on the next question friends, and next question asks us what is the full form of EMI, and options are easy monthly investment, equated monthly investment, equated monthly installment, and equated my installment. So here you can relate this, that is it is equated monthly installment. So here option C is the right answer. Let us move on the next question friends, and next question says the time span of an annuity is called, and here options are amount, installment, principal, and status. See, the time span or term of the annuity is called status basically. You have to memorize this word. The time span of an annuity is called status. So here option D is the right answer. Let us move on the next question friends, and next question says if the payment of an annuity is due immediately at the beginning of each period, it is called. So if payment of an annuity is due immediately at the beginning of each period, it is called. Here options are immediate annuity, annuity due, fixed annuity, and end annuity. See, the question is basically on the types of annuity, and there are mainly two types: immediate annuity and annuity due. If the payment and annuity is due immediately at the beginning, okay, if payment is due at the beginning, it means we have to pay the amount of annuity at the beginning of the year. Matlab in advance we have to pay. So that annuity is known as annuity due. So here option B is the right answer. And now let us discuss the second option, that is second next question on the types of annuity. And question says when payment of annuity is made at the end of each period, then the annuity is called. See, when payment of annuity is made at the end of each period, it means if we pay the house rent at the end or after end of the month, that is basically uh, the payment at the end of each periods, right? So this annuity is called basically immediate annuity. So here option D is the right answer. See friends, this as I said, there are mainly two types of annuities: immediate annuity and annuity due. So if payment is made at the beginning, or payment is made at the advance at the beginning of the period, it is basically uh, annuity due, and when payment is made at the end of period, it is immediate annuity. Okay, so here the concepts are confusing, even though second question number 26 says that when payment of annuity is made at the end, and at the end of each period, then the annuity is called immediate. Here we are making the payment at the end, and it is called immediate annuity. And when we make payment at the beginning in advance, it is annuity due. Now I hope the both the concepts are clear. Here friends, I would like to stop now because of the time restrictions, but we will discuss the questions related to this topic. And if you want practical examples or practical questions on this topic, please let me know in the comment section, and make sure that you have subscribed the channel. Thank you friends, thanks for watching.